Hey, welcome back. We're gonna do first week of October. Okay, so I got the secondary mission rules squared away here. This is considered month 2. This is considered month 1. You cannot finish the secondary target here. You have to wait until it's here, and at the end of that month, you then get to succeed or fail. So even if I have 7 victory points of oil targets by the end of the first month, nothing happens other than this is just going to move over. Okay, so you always get 2 months for every secondary target. You can't like rush it or accelerate that. So my apologies there for suggesting that you could. I couldn't remember, and I was talking prematurely there. So, and there is a sequence. I mean, it says that if the target is here, or if the card is here, then you evaluate success or fail. And then after that is resolved, then you're either going to move this over, or if it's like this situation, you're going to flip the card. So that's the sequence for the end of the month. Okay, so this is an exciting month. We got a new secondary target. We have 2 months to do it. Again, I think we want to destroy factories if we can. As you can tell, the Luftwaffe squadrons have been exponentially growing, so that's not good. If we destroy some bandits, obviously we can maybe get that back down. But remember, this is the training wheels campaign, and the Luftwaffe response is a -2, which normally means that it's a poor response. Can you imagine doing some campaigns where you don't have a -2? So it can get pretty insane. Okay, so let's get going. All right, first thing we're going to do is get our weekly SO points. So we are sitting at 0, and we're going to get 15. And I'm just realizing I need a new sheet. So I'm going to grab a new sheet, and I will just write as we go and while we're doing things. So Grim Reaper, Memphis Belle. All right, I'm going to stop. And then let's just write in that we are starting with 15 SO points. I'm not going to spend any right now. We're not going to buy any more groups. I'm going to go with 2 sets of 3. Now, we could try to amp it up to 4 bombers, because if you look at some of our targets, they do allow 4 bombers to run on the targets. In fact, we have one target over here. This oil refinery over here uses 5 bombers. So that's pretty interesting. So our trade-off here is we can buy more bombers, which are going to come in at I think, green level. Yes, green level, which is going to be pretty piss poor, right? So they're going to need to be coddled. And yes, they can level up and all that stuff, but they're still going to be coddled. The good commanders are pretty much all taken, so we got that issue. Although there's some that cost 6 points that are pretty nice, but then again, you're spending 6 points for them. And then what we're doing if we buy more bombers is the trade-off is we're not getting the nicer Gucci bombs. So I'm thinking the Gucci bombs is the way to go. Let's destroy some targets, and let's use some bombs that help us to do that a lot easier than trying to get an 8 on a roll. I mean, my goodness, because of the low intel on that one target, we had to roll a perfect 10 to just be able to damage a target. That's not good odds. So, so yeah, we're gonna do 15 victory points, and then that's it. I'm not going to spend any at this point. We'll spend them on bombs, and then maybe if I get enough later, we'll buy something. But for now, we're gonna buy some bombs and have some fun. So I am almost done writing in all my pilot names. So we got the Spitfire 4th group, and then the 31st. And I really should have done this before I hit record. My apologies. And then Holy Joe. And we're looking at, this one's average. This one's a vet. Skilled. average. Is he really average? Yeah, he is. Holy cow. And then average, and then skilled, and Holy Joe is average. So here's what's funny. Usually my escorts go up levels fast because we're usually fighting a lot of bandits and they're killing them. We haven't killed that many bandits outside of destroying the actual airfields. So this is a very bizarre game in that regard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, I finally got everything transferred. My apologies there, and we're good to go. So, mission 1. Well, let's do weather. So the UK is going to be clear skies. Where are you at, weather? That's another thing too. We could spend 6 SO points to have to, re-roll the weather. Zone 1, 3 is still partly cloudy. Zone 2, 6 is partly cloudy. Zone 3, I rolled a 10. So we actually have clear skies in Zone 3. So we may want to consider targets that are there. Okay, we get to do recon now, and let's look to see if we have... So Zone 3 is 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. There's a 16, there's 12, there's 14, there's 14. So all the oil fields, every target in the oil category is in this Zone 3. This one is not Zone 3, but see, it already has some damage. So we may want to consider doing that before they repair themselves. Yeah, okay, so that's our dilemma, right? We have 2 factories here that have some damage, so we can try to finish them off. Or we can take advantage of the clear skies and try to go after the oil refineries, which would help us with our secondary mission, and we get a +1 air-to-ground against them. That's not a bad deal at all. This is actually a tough dilemma because you usually want to finish off the factories while you can. They both have damage, so and one of them even has a high intel. So the oil factories, some of them even have a +2 air-to-ground bonus on them. Oh, here's the other thing. We have a penalty going on, right? So those 2 oil factories there have a bandit attack +1. So that's another thing we have to consider. And we have a Spitfire here that's sitting on 6 damage and needs to rest. So we're going to get extra bandit attacks no matter what we do as well. The 2 damage factories are in Hex 9 and 11, and you can see here that even with a low Luftwaffe response, we're still going to get bandits. The plot thickens. So if we go after the oil field, or the oil refinery, and we destroy it, then we get rid of that bandit penalty. Always a positive there. But in doing so, we risk these 2 factories repairing themselves because we're going to give them another chance to repair by skipping them this week. That is really the crux of it. So one of them is here in Berlin. Holy cow, look at that. The other one's in 14. So when we talk about the bandit attack penalty of +1, they're going to potentially destroy us. And then our escorts, our fighter escorts, see, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can avoid the 12 here, but our fighter escorts can only go out 2 spaces, and then they have to turn around and come back. So the fighter escorts can't go to 14 or 16. So we're going to get +1 bandit, +2 bandits, +2 bandits. And if we go after these targets, we're not going to have fighter escorts, or we will, but only 2 spaces out. This is fun. You know what? The other thing we can do is just try to split it, right? We'll go after one of them, and then we'll go after one of the factories. That factory that has the medium damage needs an 8 or better to repair. So there's a chance, a good chance, that it's not going to repair. Now the other one needs a 6 or better, and he's only in hex 11, which is right here. All right. Paradise Lost only has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 is out of range. Paradise Lost cannot go to Berlin. None of our B-17s can. Only the B-24s can go to Berlin. So that's what makes the Berlin target extra, extra tough. So, yeah, these oil fields are tough. Anything that's range 4, ooh. So the Berlin target is the one that gets the +2 air to ground. There is another target here that's +2 air to ground, but it doesn't give us, it doesn't remove the bandit attack penalty. It does give us a USSR bonus for their theater. So right now there's a whole bunch of things I want to do, and we got to narrow it down. So, okay, I'm going to make the assumption that the medium damage factory needs an 8 or better to repair. I'm going to take the gamble that we're not going to get an 8 or better. I'm going to take the risk, okay? It's really unfortunate because if we do go after it, it's going to start the game with 7 damage right out of the chute. And if it does find a way to repair itself, it's going to mean that a lot of that damage is going to go away. The other one has 3 damage right out of the chute. And so we're going to go after that aircraft factory. So we're going to go after an aircraft factory, the one with the light damage, and then we're going to go after the oil refinery that is not Berlin. We're going to go after the one that is still within range, so we can get rid of the bandit attack penalty. It's not going to give us an air-to-ground bonus, but it's still going to help us to A, we'll get victory points towards the oil refinery, and then B, we're going to get rid of the bandit attack penalty. Okay, let's do that. Now, mind you, the order does not matter. If you get rid of the bandit attack penalty, it doesn't occur until the end of the week. So, so by doing this mission first, that's not going to help this mission to be more successful. So we're going to do that. This one has a range of 3. And this one's a range of 1. We're going to go, the B-24 Liberators are going to go this way, and then the other ones are going to go there. Okay, so, recon. I forgot to do recon, so let's recon both of these. Here's our recon planes. The red is going to be for the left. Ooh, we got really good recon here. This is a high intel, which is much better than the last situation we had. And then this one is a 7, which is a medium intel. We'll take that. Okay. So, they are both susceptible to incendiary. In fact, the 5 is actually a really nice number. So we got to assign our groups. Well, we're going to definitely This one is in hex 11, and the escort is going to rest. We're not going to send an escort on this one. This one we will send our out of the sun guy along. So this is going to be the B24 group, and this is going to be the 3 B17s. And we're going to go ahead and resolve this one first. So let's get the equipment on them. These are the 3 B17s. The incendiary is going to be on the Grim Reaper. So we will take one. And then all 3 of them are going to have one regular bomb. Because I don't think I want to go bonkers and just buy everything, do I? Let me think about this. You know what? There's no need to get a regular bomb. For just one SO point, I can get that really nice one, the M43. And then for 2 SO points, I can have the M44. And then for 3 SO points, I can have the M34, which is a little bit overkill. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would be spending 9. I'm thinking. I'm sorry. There's a lot of decision making here all of a sudden. Do I want to spend 9 points? If I do, I don't have 9 points for the other group. I only have 15 total. So if I want to do half and half, I would do 7 points. Okay, I'm going to spend 6 points on this group. And let me get that adjusted here. So that means I have 9 left. And, whoops, 6, which means I have 9 left. Okay, so here's my plan. I gotta grab some out of the cup here. My apologies, I'm grabbing a bunch of stuff. Okay, so everybody's gonna have one of these, which you're familiar with, right? These are our 0 cost bombs. And then what I did was I bought 2 of these, which is the other side, the 1 cost bombs. So I bought 6 points worth. So 3 planes. So each plane is going to be equipped with 2 of these and then 1 of those. That's going to be the loadout, except Death Dealer is going to have this instead of the 0 cost bomb. Okay? So that's going to be the loadout. I'm just going to set that right above here. So every plane's going to have 2 of these, and then they're either going to have that or Death Dealer is going to have that. Okay? All right, so let me make sure I got everybody on the board. Yep, 305th is, so Grim Reaper. I'm sorry, I said Death Dealer. This is Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is going to be the lead bomber on this, and we have no escort. So let's roll for the Luftwaffe response. That was a perfect roll because we subtract 2 from that, and we get a pour. A pour is nice. That's a max of 2. See that? So we do have the 2 bandit attack +1 penalty. So when we fly over this target, we're going to get 1 from that, and then we would get 2 more. But the max is 2. We never go over the max. So even though we have a 2 penalty, we're only going to get 1. Okay, so that's awesome. So we are going to get 2 bandits, and we have no escort. So let's draw our event. Oh, look at that. What a sweet time to get that. Okay, so +4 damage. We already have 3 damage on the target, so +4 more means it's 7. It's already at medium damage before we even start, so that's sweet. And let's draw the 2 bandits, and we do get 2 bandits here. So we're gonna have some bomber bandit fighting going on, And what you do is you actually put the bandit counters down here. That's what this is meant to be. So now we're gonna, in order from 1 down, we're gonna roll to see where they go. So 8 is, this one's going to go up here against the 3rd. And then the other one is a 3, and he's gonna go up against the lead. Now, this one has Out of the Sun, which is gonna hurt us. And the other one has bombs. That's what the B8 stands for. So the B8, he's gonna try to drop a bomb, and that's gonna be before we even start the battle. So if he rolls an 8 or better, he's gonna hit us with a bomb. He rolled a 4, and that almost became a 10, which would have made me cry. Okay, so had he gotten an 8 or more, he would hit us with a bomb, and I think it would have been 1 damage. I would have to go check, but it's not good. Getting hit with basically a fighter is flying above you and drops a bomb on you. That was crazy technology or attempts back then. But okay, and then Out of the Sun is going to give them, what's the bonus to them? Their bonus is not listed there, so let me grab it. I thought for sure I had it written on somewhere. I guess I gotta look on. Yeah. So, okay, so I, just out of curiosity, I looked at the bombs. It would have inflicted 1 hit on the bomber, and then the bomber would have become dispersed. And you have to do a formation check to see if you stay in formation. And if you end up not in formation, then you get a -2 penalty, or a +2 for the bandits. They get a +2 to their die rolls when they're trying to hit you. So it's just bad all around. Okay, so the Out of the Sun. Oh gosh, why is it not explained here? I feel like I'm that husband that is trying to find something on the shelf, and I'm looking right at it, and I can't find it. So I'm in the bandit attack section, and Out of the Sun is not explained there. It was funny because Dean actually mentioned this. I know what Out of the Sun is when we have it. I'm trying to figure out what Out of the Sun means for the bandits. It might mean the exact same thing as when we have it, and so I'm spending all this time for nothing. But let me... I'm going to look up in the beginning, because sometimes... Oh, sure enough, it's in the beginning. Right here it is. It attacks a low escort or sweep fighter group first with +3 attack bonus. It does not work against bombers. All right, so we got lucky there. Okay, so here we go. None of us are. Oh no, Memphis Belle is fast. Memphis Belle's the 91st, and sure enough, Memphis Belle is all by himself. So there's nobody. So the AI once again picks the perfect people. Okay, so this one's going to be attacking the Grim Reaper, and so we're going to roll for him. And I rolled a 9, of course. So Grim Reaper is going to take, well, we'll get to reduce it by 1 because we have a durability. So Grim Reaper is going to take 1 damage. So he now has 2 damage on him. And then this one is going to attack Holy Joe. And so I rolled a perfect 10, but the durability is 1, so it's going to be 2 hits on Holy Joe, which is still not good. So 2 hits on Holy Joe. Okay, so now we're going to go with Holy Joe first. Gets the right fire back. Holy Joe gets a +2 to his air-to-air. I rolled a 5. The +2 is 7. That's not enough. Okay, so next we're going to do the Grim Reaper. Now the Grim Reaper has suppress. So he's going to do a -2 to his defense. So that means we get a +2 to our attack. We rolled a 6. The suppress makes it an 8. And then he has a +2 to his air-to-air, which makes it a 10. The Grim Reaper actually took out a bandit. So that one's gone. And we actually get an experience point for that. Grim Reaper does. So we're going to give him 1 experience. He's at a total of 5 right now. All right, so he survived his ordeal. And now we're on turn 2. So FW190 is going to attack. This time he misses. And then Holy Joe is going to attack. And unless he rolled a really big number, nothing was going to happen. And then the FW190 flies away. All right, so we did okay. We took some damage there, but it wasn't, catastrophic. This is now a 1. It's not going to matter because we're going to return back. We're over target. By the way, the target is right here. That's why I'm brushing all this off. And our target is a high intel target. So we have, sorry, I'm trying to put some tokens away here. So we do have +2 air to ground and -2 to the flak. So we're going to do red, white, and blue. I like that system. And they do get to roll twice. Ooh. All right, we're just going to go first guy, 2. So I rolled an 8 and a 7. Okay, they all have a durability of 1. So that reduces it by 1. And then this is going to reduce it by 2 more. So it's going to be reduced by 3. So this is a 5. And yeah, so no hits. Second one, no hits. I need to roll somewhere else. Third one, I rolled an 8 with this one. 7, 6, 5, no hits. So the high intel was very valuable. Okay, so we got no hits on the flak. All right, and now Holy Joe is going to drop some bombs. We will make the white one the 0 bomb, right? These two will be the Guccier bomb, okay? So let's go. The bonus is +1, +2, it's +3. And then Holy Joe gets a +0. All right, so this is crap. That is crap. So that would be 1 + 3 is 4. It's still not enough. This one, though, is 2 hits. So we got 2 hits on him. And we're up to 9. Okay. We need to get to 14. So now we're going to go to Memphis Belle. He gets a +1. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then one more is 4. So +4, and let's go. All right, we got a lot better rolls. That one's a crap one. This is a 10, so that's 2 hits. This is a 9, that's 2 hits. So it's 4 more hits. 9 and 4 is 13. So I guess you represent it like this. So we just need one more. So now we're on the last guy. The white is not this anymore. It's now the incendiary. And he gets a +1, so it's 2, 3. It's a +4 to all 3 dice. And oh my gosh, good thing I rolled the 10s. The incendiary did hit, but it doesn't do damage. This one, though, does 2 damage, which does destroy it. So we did not need the incendiary, and that's fine. That was just there for good measure. And we destroyed the target. So we have a factory completely destroyed. This was the one that only had 1 supply, but we got it. And then we're going to put a build marker on the next month, November. And this is going to be worth 2 victory points. Not an awful lot, but we at least took out some supply. Let's get flying home. Designate one group as fast for the homebound flight. Don't need it. So we do make it home. With no escort, we took some damage, but we did well. let me get you down here so we can talk. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going to move the camera around. Let's zoom you in a little bit. Okay, so we got 2 victory points for that mission, and we had 19, so we're at 21 right now. And sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm writing. So we're at 21 victory points, and so we got another factory down in the books. That part's good. 2 victory points for every, or 2 experience points. So Holy Joe is getting 2 experience for destroying the target. He already has 5, so it puts him at 7. He's actually 1 away. Next one that gets experience is Memphis Belle. So I'm going to get 2, and that's 4 total for Memphis Belle. Needs 9. He does get a -2, so he needs 7, but still not enough. And then Green Reaper is going to get 2, and so we're at 3 plus 4 is 7. I only needed 6, so I'm going to cross everything out except for 1, and he's going to go from average to skilled. So let's see what he gets. I'm going to put some of the munitions away. All right, so he's average. So you can see there he's got a +2, +1, and then he's going to go to skilled. So he now has a +3, +1. So pretty good. I'll take it. And he needs 7 more for the next level, so he'll be there for a while. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, so he leveled up. Everybody else is done. There was no escort that went with it. So this Spitfire is at a -6. I will move it to a -3. Now, mind you, that does not happen until the end of the week, but I like to do it ahead of time so I don't forget, because he's the one that usually flies with that group. So I'm just going to take care of that now. And yes, let's get our sheet put away, put our table back up so I can scooch in a little closer, and let's rock and roll. All right, we got our target. We got our man, he's down. Okay, so this next target, before we do our munitions, I'm going to show you the flight path. The target is here in 14, and let me zoom out a little. And we're going to fly over the, what is that? That's the Scandinavian sea zones here, and try to avoid these squadrons. Okay. One thing I forgot to do, we destroyed a bandit, so this is going up by 1. Okay, so we're going to try to do that avoiding thing, and hopefully we get a low response from the Luftwaffe. So let's roll for the Luftwaffe response right now. Low number. 6 is not a low number. So we get to subtract 2, which becomes a 4. That would be poor, but because it's clear weather, it would become a 5. A 5 is still a poor response. So we're only going to get 2 bandits responding to us. So here's the good news. We're not going to encounter any bandits until we get to this exact location. The bad news is an escort isn't helping us. I was sending an escort on the mission because you have to make that decision before you roll for the Luftwaffe response. You can't wait to see what that is before you decide. So the escort is coming, but what's going to happen now is with these tokens, you flip this one over and see how it says escort returns, because our escort only has a range of 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then escort's going to have to fly back, and then we're going to hit our target. And then when we come back home, we can have the escort will be back out there waiting for us. And I'm sorry, then we're coming back home without an escort. That's the situation. So escort's only going to be able to go out so far and then has to turn around and come back. The good news is with the poor Luftwaffe response, we should be fine. Now, I'm going to set up the bombers over here. The escort would come along, but we're not going to worry about it because nobody's going to intercept the escort. The B-24s are always in the back. We put the B17 up front. That's Paradise Lost. Okay, so that's going to be our situation. And we're basically going to be unescorted in this one as well. All right, so let's draw our event card. Well, we got to do munitions. Hold on. I'm going to spend 9. So we're going to actually go back to 0 SO points. We're spending it all. So I'm going to spend 9 and we're going to be at 0. Okay, so why am I doing that? We have a lot of bombs, and I'm going to buy those for 6. Okay, 2 of those for 6. They weigh 4 points. They have 4 tonnage. So, and then I'm going to get one of these for 2, and then one of these for 1. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And then everything else is just going to be freebies. And then we're going to have an incendiary in there somewhere because we can do that. So let's think this through. My Paradise Lost only has 6 tonnage. So I can do this. This is going to be Paradise Lost. It's going to be this here. That's Paradise Lost. So we're going to have a 3 and a 1. Okay. The Little Abner has the best air to ground. So he's going to get this bomb here, because I said I'm going to buy 2 of them, right? So he's going to get that for 4. And then here's the problem with this. That's a 3. It's just such an odd number. So he's going to do that for 7. And he'll be 1 weight point short, because there's nothing that costs just 1 weight point that he can bring along. And then the final death dealer is going to have the incendiary for 2, and then 3 of these for 4, 6, 8. So that's how we're going to roll. So from left to right, Paradise Lost is my leftmost bomber. That's in my table here. Little Abner, and then Death Dealer. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna have to draw, now we draw our event card. We're gonna gain 3 SO points. Well, that's actually sweet. I will take that. So we just got +3. That's good. Okay, next. So because it's a low Luftwaffe response, they're gonna go 1, 2, escort's gonna return back. I'm bringing the escort along because he's still gonna get experience points. And then we go here for 3. Okay, this is when the magic's gonna happen. One thing I also forgot to do is, first of all, we did 4, 3 is 7. So we forgot to put an X on our, we did 7 missions. So we're still, this is our last mission as a green crew. We're gonna become an average crew after this. And then we need to roll to see where we are in our position. And we were in the rear, so we got 1 experience point, but I'm not gonna give it, I'm just gonna cross this out. And we're going to be at a +2 here on that port. Okay, so we rolled a 5, -1. We're going to be in the middle. I think we forgot to roll for last time, because the rear gives you 2 experience points, and I don't think we were in the rear twice in a row. But anyways, doesn't matter. I gave myself 1 experience from the last mission. Okay, so for this one, we have to draw a Luftwaffe for sure because of this, and then 2 more but since it's a poor response, it's only going to be 2. So we're going to draw 2 of them right now. And this is what we got. So we did get 2, and one of them's a veteran. No good. All right, so I put them on the board like so. So let's roll to see where the veteran's going to go. I rolled a 6. So the veteran's going to go after the middle guy. And then I rolled a 1. So this one's going after the lead, which is us, Paradise Lost. Okay, so they both have Out of the Sun, which doesn't do anything. We just looked that up last time. The first one's going to go after us for 2 turns. The veteran's going to go after us for 3 turns. Are any of us fast? No. Actually, yes. Little Abner is fast because of we have situational awareness, and that means we're both fast and slow. It's a pretty awesome skill. Little Abner does get to fight back, but is Little Abner... Oh, Little Abner is this one. They're not going after Little Abner. Oh, come on. They keep going after the best possible one. Okay, Paradise Lost does have Concentrate Fire, which gives a +2 air-to-air. So keep that in mind. He's got one of the best commanders in the game. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so the bandit is attacking the group, which means the bandit is attacking potentially us. So we have to come back over to here real quick, and we have to determine, is the bandit attacking the bomber? And because it's 1942, we have to do a -2 to our roll. So I rolled a 3, and the answer is no. He's not attacking our bomber, so we're going to go back over to the other chart. So it's just a normal attack. We don't have to worry. Andrew, you're not dying. Chuck Norris protected us. Okay, so we're going to roll for him first. I rolled a 2, so no damage. I'm going to roll for the veteran. I rolled a 10, of course. This is against Death Dealer, so 3 damage to Death Dealer. Nothing I can do about it. So he was fully healthy, so 3 damage didn't destroy him or anything like that. But that was a good amount of damage. Okay, so now we get to fight back. Death Dealer does have a +3 to his air-to-air. He has 2 armor, so we got a net of +1. So we need a 9. Got a 6. That wasn't enough. Okay, and then we're going to do the Paradise Lost. We rolled an 8. Paradise Lost has a +6 to his air-to-air. So this guy stood no chance. So he's destroyed, and Paradise Lost gets an experience point. And also, in addition to that, let's not forget we get to do this. Okay, so it'd be nice if we can get rid of this pesky veteran. We are now 1 turn in. We're on turn 2. The veteran's going to attack. Rolls an 8. Oh, come on. That's 3 more damage. We are now shaken with this particular bomber. That's not good. We are up to 6 damage. We may have to rest him. Okay, the bomber's going to now attack back. He only gets a +1 to his... Oh, we got a 10! We got a 10, and we get to add 1, which makes it 11. But then he subtracts 2. Oh, no! Oh, here's what happened. We now have 6 destroyed bombers. So we moved to shaken, and we only get a +1. We normally would have gotten a +3. We would have destroyed him. But because we only get a +1, it's impossible to hit him now. So he's going to get another round at us. And he rolled an 8. So 3 more damage. We are at 9. And we are not... We're still shaken. We're not removed from the mission or anything like that. But he just did 9 damage to us. That veteran really nailed us hard. Oh my gosh, that was, we get a -1 to our air to ground, by the way. I'm really glad, though, I gave him the crappy bombs. Because I said left to right, and what I meant by left to right is left to right. So this is the one that took all the damage. He's the one that has all the zero-cost bombs. So all those SO points that we spent are still on our healthy bombers. So that's the only good consolation here. Now, per the rules, this would be at a 1, but we don't need to worry because we're flying this way and it's low response. So nobody else is reacting. So we don't have to worry about bandits from here on out. I think we've gotten enough from the bandits. All right, so we're gonna do red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. And this time we're going based on the formation that's over there on the mission, not the formation on my table. So red, white, and blue. This is the flak attack. 7 hits. Red is a 1, blue is a 1, white is a 5. So that is 3 misses. Thank goodness. Finally get a break there. And so now we get to drop some bombs. So here's the deal with the bomb dropping. We get a +0 here, we get a +0 there. We do get a +1 because it's clear skies. So only a net of +1, plus whatever the pilots have for skill. Let's roll for our worst guy. He gets a -1, which is canceled by the clear weather. So it's just whatever we roll. We're gonna roll 3 of them, and it's gonna be an 8 to a 10. And we missed with all 3. And then we're gonna roll for the incendiary, and I do hit with the incendiary, so that's something. So it's on fire, and these are all returning. Gotta return them to Kmart, because they were blue light special crap. It didn't work. Low quality, made in China. Okay, so now we're gonna do Little Abner, which is this guy. So we only have 2 dice. The red one is gonna be for that, and the white one is gonna be for that, okay? So here we go. Little Abner, by the way, gets a +0. So we're gonna just get a net of +1. All right, so we said that I rolled 2 7s, so this is good. This is very good. These aren't supposed to be here. I'm doing such an awful job. I keep knocking over my stack of chips over here. Okay. All right, so we rolled 2 7s, and we get a +1. So these are both actually 8s. This 8 is 3 hits, and this 8 is 3 hits. So here you can see. So that was pretty good. So that's 6 hits total. I'll take it. All right, so that's these 2 bombs. And now, last but not least, red and white again, right? We're gonna do that, but this time it's Paradise Lost. So Paradise Lost gets +1 because of the clear weather, and then it's gonna get +2 because of his pilot skill, and then +2 because of his commander. So that's +5 to both dice. And I rolled a 10. Didn't even need the +5 for either of these. So that's 4 + 2, that's 6 total damage. Now you might be wondering, well, why didn't you just put both of these on your best guy? Well, the weight was 4 and I can only carry 6 points. So that's the problem there. It probably would have been nice to put this commander with the +2 on one of the B24s because they can carry more weight. But anyways, that's 6 damage, so it puts us to 12. We are 1 damage away from destroying this target. Isn't that crazy? So now we're gonna roll for the incendiary, and if I can get a 5, then we destroyed it. Oh no, we didn't destroy it. So all that effort, and all we have is a heavy damaged oil factory. So now we're gonna have to come back and attack it again, and that bandit attack +1 penalty didn't go away because we came 1 short. very disappointed there. Let's draw the card to come back home. All bandits attack for one less turn. That's fine. They're not attacking us, so we're okay there. And so we make it back home. Very disappointed there. Wish it would have, we just needed one more hit. That hurts. Especially considering now our B24 has to rest. Okay, so, and we don't get 2 experience points, we're only gonna get 1. So little Abner is gonna get 1 experience point, and that puts him at not enough. Then Death Dealer is gonna get 1 experience point, not enough. And then Paradise Lost is gonna get 1, and not enough. So we're gonna end the week, we're still at 21. We're gonna end week 1 with 21, and we're still at a dismal level. We're not doing great victory point wise. And I think we need to destroy a whole lot more airfields. And maybe I need to quit obsessing over these factories because they're only getting us 2 points each. So we're moving on to week 2, but some things are gonna happen. First of all, the factory is gonna try to repair on an 8 or more. And our gamble paid off. The other thing that's going to happen is this one has a repair of 1. So this -9 becomes a -8, which I know sounds silly, but that's helpful. I don't think we have repair on anybody else. So we're good to go there. So yes, we're now on week 2 of October. And we did destroy the factory, I guess. We got 2 victory points. Like I said, 2 is not going to cut it. So maybe we go after that one other factory we've already damaged and then leave the 3rd one alone. I do think we need to go after these oil fields. They're nice victory points. And then, of course, the airfields are 4 victory points each. Or they're averaging 4. Some of them are 3. So that's a little bit more victory points, but we need to get some points. We're not doing well. But that's it. That's the end of the week. Thanks for watching. We're going to start October week 2. It is getting late, but I'm having fun. So I want to do another week. So let's do that. Oh, I almost forgot. We get 1 victory point here. I might be better off just using chips for victory points here. So we get 1 victory point, and we're no longer green now. We just finished out being green, so we're gonna now be an average crew. So we get no penalty to our rolls anymore. It's now a 0 modifier. So very good. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.